Hey, I'm Zax, and here's a quick guide to heroic Deadmines. The first boss is Glubtok. This guy's pretty simple. Don't stand on the tank, because his melee attacks do a little AoE sometimes. And after he gets to 50% health, dodge the firewall that's slowly spinning around him, while also dodging these rune things on the ground. Then we're on to the second boss, Helix Gearbreaker. He's riding this lumbering oaf guy over here who you fight first. Stay away from the bombs on the ground. When a player gets picked up, make sure they're at full health before they get smashed into the wall. When the goblin jumps onto someone, focus heals on him. And when the goblin leaves a bomb on them, they need to move away from other players before they blow up. And once the oaf dies, the goblin will just keep jumping from player to player, so keep them topped and keep watching out for bombs. Then there's the third boss, Foe Reaper 5000. This boss is a little weird, because you need a DPS to be in this prototype Reaper vehicle the whole fight to deal with some adds. They frequently spawn from the back of the room, fixate a random player, and pulse a crazy amount of fire damage around them. So you need the Reaper, which is immune to fire damage, to go kill and stun and knock back the adds to keep them away from the group. You pretty much just spam 1 and 3 in there, it's easy. And you can blast the boss with those abilities too when there aren't any adds out. As for the boss itself, the tank should always keep it faced away from the group because of its constant frontal cleave. Everyone should stay away from the boss when it's spinning around channeling overdrive, and stay away from the boss when it casts harvest and runs toward a marked spot in the room. At 30% health, the boss starts doing double damage too, so try to burst him down ASAP. Then there's boss number 4, Admiral Ripsnarl. This boss does almost nothing. You just have to kill the vapor adds that spawn when the boss hides for a little bit, but they don't have much health. To spawn the 5th boss, you gotta walk into this little room for a second, which makes Captain Cookie come out to fight. This boss also doesn't do very much. He just throws food at you that falls on the ground. Right-click the good food to get a stack of a haste buff, and stay away from the bad food that pulses damage around itself. And then we have the final boss, Vanessa VanCleef. The tank needs to get aggro on all the adds that spawn out of the nearby room, and everyone should cleave them down on the boss. They don't really do anything special, but try to kill them fast enough to avoid getting overrun by them. When the boss gets to 50% health, she jumps up here and sets off some explosives, and everyone needs to quickly right-click these ropes on the edge of the platform to avoid some fire on the ground for a few seconds. You have to do the exact same thing at 25% health, and then you just nuke her down without any adds spawning at the end. When she dies, she also sets off some final explosives that you need to run away from, although you can probably get away with just standing on the very edge of the boat. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or other useful info, join our Discord or leave a comment to let us know. See you next time.